Zero, Amy K, and this is Comfort in Numbers, which is at least helps you feel like you're not alone, right?
Yeah, you're not the only one that's been in this situation.
Olivia's hoping that is the case. If you can give her some comfort in numbers, a related story from your life, that was what she's looking for. I need to know that I'm not the only person that's ever been in this, guys. I'm going into my junior year of college, and I've been dating the same guy since we were fresh in high school. He's literally the only boyfriend I've ever had. I've never been on a date with anyone else. My first date, my only date, my first kiss, my only kiss, my first love, it's all been him. That's kind of sweet, right?
I think that is sweet.
A few weeks ago, he proposed, and I said yes because I really do love him, and that was always the assumption. But ever since then, I've had this little voice in the back of my head that won't shut up. Not because I don't want to get married, but because I've never experienced dating anybody else, and I have nothing to compare him to whatsoever. Part of me wonders if that's a good thing or if someday it's going to be a problem. Is it a red flag if you've only ever dated one person before you get married? Dated and other things, winky face. I could really use some reassurance or a reality check. Has anyone else been in this boat?
Well, I mean, do you look at it as a green flag where you're lucky and right away you met the love of your life? You didn't have to go through all those other dates. Like, the grass isn't always greener.
It absolutely isn't. It's funny because I think there's plenty of people that have married their high school sweethearts and college sweethearts and had it blown up in their face because they were too young. That being said, I mean, this is all you've ever known, and you guys have enjoyed the ride as far as you've described. So I don't know why would you leave somebody where you've been having nothing but a good relationship?
Yeah, are there other issues? And do you just feel like you're just comfortable with him and that's why you're staying with him? Or do you genuinely love this person and this is who you want to spend the rest of your life with? Because if this is who you want to spend the rest of your life with, don't worry about other people.
I think you could make an argument that you got to really sit back and think about like why this popped into your head. Because if like secretly part of why it's in your head is because you want to get with other people, then maybe you're not as happy as you think you are. But you got to just decide if that's cold feet or if that's actually like yearning for other people.
I think, though, it is strange when people marry their high school sweetheart because that's the only thing you got to experience. You met this person when you were so young. Uh-huh. You never got to, like, did you change and grow as a person? Or did you get to go out and have fun single years? Or meet all these other people? I have a friend who married her high school sweetheart, and I always tell her how I think it's so strange that she's never been with anyone else.
Well, if you've grown and changed, good for you. I can say with some certainty I'm the exact same maturity level that I was in high school.
No
Nothing's
way.
changed. Oh, sure, it's the same guy.
I don't think so.
Same guy, same interests.
I've known you for 11 years, and I'm going to say you've changed. You changed when you had kids.
In a good way?
Yeah, I think you became nicer.
Oh. Was I mean to you?
No, but like just more understanding and sweet, and you think of other people more.
Huh.
I think that's
is there compliments
everyone.
In here?
That is what do you mean? I just said you became a better, nice person. Like, people say that about me too. I think you take in other people's feelings when you become a parent. You
become more well, I was going to say
empathetic.
Fatherly, but in your case, maternal, I suppose.
Yes.
Those paternal and maternal instincts are strong.
That's what happens when
I
you
like
become
you
a
better
parent.
as a parent, too.
I know.
New Amy's great. Old Amy sucks.
Everyone says that.
It hurts your feelings, doesn't it?
Listen, I've heard this since I came back a year ago on maternity leave.
Comfort in Numbers, can you give her some reassurance? Can you give Olivia some reassurance that she's not the only person that has gone ahead and got married to like the only person they've ever dated? You actually are getting some comfort.
Someone said I married my high school sweetheart, met my husband when we were 16. We started dating when we were 17. I never dated anyone else. Got married at 22. Been together for 14 years now. I do understand why she's questioning it because everyone tells you you need to experience life and date other people. But honestly, I don't think you need to date 20 people to know you found the right one. If he's treating you well, you guys communicate, you're happy, I wouldn't throw this away just because you think you're supposed to have a dating history.
237 is call, text, voice memo. They all work. Go ahead and just tell us if you've married your sweetheart from high school or like you've only ever dated the one person and you are happy that you did. Would we also accept you've dated very few people? Is that close enough to comfort?
I think so. Dating
Close-ish.
few people, yeah.
Very few.
This is the Y94 Morning Playhouse.
This is the only person she's ever dated. She's like, do other people do that? Because I feel kind of weird about it because I have nothing to compare him to.
Someone said, married my high school boyfriend, happily married 18 years. We grew together. Yes, we changed, but together, and it worked for us. And someone else said, it depends if you can continue to grow through stages of life, both independently and together, and feel confident in that. If you always want what you have, you'll always have what you want. Some people, it doesn't work in today's world, always comparing in social media.
So you have some comfort in numbers but I'm not sure it's necessarily positive.
Yeah, I think that marrying your high school sweetheart is not a good thing. I got married to my high school sweetheart, and it was great. We were young, we were in love, and it was, super fun and exciting. And then a few years after that, maybe 3 or 4, it got just horrible and miserable, and we were unhappy, and we just grew up, and we realized that we were different people when we started dating and first got married. And it's tough when you're so young and you get married when you're so young. You don't really know who you are yet, and you don't really know who the person you're going to marry will turn out to be. And I think sometimes it works out great, and other times it's just too much, and you don't know who they are.
We are getting lots of words of caution like that, if I'm being honest. And I don't want to poo on your dreams, Olivia, but a lot of people are being like, just, be cautious.
Someone would say, I would just say slow down on the wedding. I'm not saying break up. I'm saying don't rush into a wedding because you've been together forever. You're going into your junior year of college. You have a lot of life changes ahead of you. Maybe stay engaged for a while, go through college, see how you'll handle jobs, money, living together, disagreements, being independent adults. If you're still excited to marry him after all that, you'll probably feel even more confident in your decision.
Yeah, I think that if you know what's right for you. I think that you've already probably done a little bit of the thinking and research, and you're fully aware that the younger you are when you get married, the more likely it is it's not going to work out. But that that's just an overall stat. It doesn't say anything about how many people you dated. If you found the one, you found the one.
Someone said, I was in her exact shoes. I panicked. My high school boyfriend proposed right after college graduation. I said yes. And then I thought, wait, I've literally never been with anyone else, and I felt like I was missing out on something. So we ended up breaking up, and I did go out on other dates, and I realized pretty quickly that what I had with him was special. We ended up finding our way back to each other a few years later, and now we're married.
Yeah, I mean, there's people that are much, much older than you, middle age, two-thirds of the way down the line even aged, and they're still looking for their special someone. So if you found them this young, credit where credit's due, good for you.
I think green flag, you didn't have to go through all the dating mess.